Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Hearts of Iron 4, continuing on with my Make Love Not War series. And I realized quite a while ago I had planned to do a paratroop drop on Malta to take Malta. Kind of a training mission for what's going to happen, hopefully, for the British Isles themselves. And I just forgot about the whole mission, to be honest with you. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and select the location and then the drop point, and I believe that's all I have to do. I need to tell them to go ahead and do it. I'm curious, do they prepare for it? I don't think they do. I think we just need to tell them to go. So I think there we are. We've dropped. Don't have much in the way of organization when we drop, though, so I don't know how effective this will be. Oh. What happened here? So Iran has accepted the offer to join our faction. We stand together. I never asked them to, but I guess that works. Alright, so Iran is now going to start helping us fight the British Raj, which is great news. And I believe... Oopsie. Oh, I was selected on these guys and accidentally told them to do that. All right, I believe we were supporting fascism here, and I might as well continue because they're not truly fascists. They've just joined the faction for some reason. Right? They are part of my faction? They are, even though I still have the invite to faction thing. All right, well, that's interesting. All right, well, they're in the war, and they're with us. I'm also working on Iraq, and I should be working on Afghanistan. Yes, I am. So, well, hopefully that works well. I should also be working on Saudi Arabia, and not Oman, but I could always do that anyway, because we have more than enough political power. As a matter of fact, more political power than I know what to do with it. Okay, well, let's go back to the paratroop mission. All right, so far, I mean, we're technically winning here, though it's very close. All right, so obviously dropping on top of troops is very dangerous, but it looks like that mission succeeded. I'm actually curious why the whole... All right, we got that. Why the mission is still there. That should have included itself. All right, well, in any case, we managed to take the Malta pretty easily. I would say maybe not so easily, but we still took it. All right, so I just upgraded for the jet tactical bombers, or just jet bombers in general. And what to do now? Well, we're pretty much good there. So I guess with this tech, we might as well research things that we've been neglecting. For instance, upgrading the mechanized troops, upgrading... Ooh, night vision would be nice. Let's do that. I think that would be a great tech to have. All right, well, in any case, there's one mission down. And pretty much good here. Ooh, I've got 3 divisions here. And I'm going to add them into the Red Army so that they can garrison France in case we have any invasions. I have pretty much seen no advances by the Allies against me. Outside of maybe in Africa, as there was 62 divisions in here at one point. And these guys just do not want to move into this space that I want them to move into. No matter how many times I try and get them to move there, they will not do it. All right, where you guys are helping, why don't you guys split in half? Half of you go over that way, and half of you go in this way. And that way we'll at least advance over this way. I don't think there's any resistance to that move. And we'll take a city while we're at it. I don't know if that's going to help the supply situation, but... F you guys, get down in there. You, get in there. Everyone that's in here, get in here. There. Finally. Now, whether or not they'll continue to go in there... Oh, my God. Just do it! Stop being assholes. I know your supply's low. Alright, we do have some resistance, it looks like. You go there. All you guys, get in there. Alright, it looks like we managed to win here. Now, of course, all we need to have is have a single British or South African or whatever troop to show up, and then the assault will stop. Days of movement will cease. Alright. I'm going to split these guys in half. Tell them to go down here. Tell them to go down here. Alright. The important thing is that I get any number of divisions in here. Doesn't matter how many. I just need some divisions to get in here. Alright. No. I don't want any of your forces. Thank you. I appreciate the offer, but I have more than enough forces that I can keep track of, so... And I believe I have lost some divisions here, because there was 51 divisions. Oh, I added 2 into the other army. Okay, I get where they've gone now. Alright, well, we managed to advance here. And honestly, split you guys in half. Half of you go that way. Okay. So far, so good. What's the supply situation? Still bad, but we'll see if we can remedy that. Honestly, if Portugal joined the war, that would instantly deal with that issue, but how is Iran doing? Oh, they're doing pretty well. I would assume that the British Raj and the British forces in general don't really have any troops. It doesn't look like they do anyway, to resist the Iranian push, so that's great, and it does extend the border all the further that they have to defend. So, as a matter of fact, look at that. That's quite a bit of territory taken. All right, well, that's good news. I'm glad to see that. All right, so this mission is still happening, and I don't know why it's still happening. Just delete that. You did it a while ago. Thank you. Okay, so now we need the paratroopers back. I don't know if I need to leave a garrison or not. I really don't know if I care. I figure the threat of being retaken is almost negligible because the British shouldn't be able to get any forces in here. because of the Gibraltar and the Suez Canal blockages. So I think we're safe to just rebase them somewhere. And I think the safest move is to actually rebase them somewhere in southern France. So we don't have to have them come all the way around and possibly get annihilated by planes. Okay, with that being said, what is the state of my planes currently? Okay, it looks like we're ready to go for an attack. Now, I have noted that the jet fighters are apparently going to be their own wing. And I'm going to have the same issue with the jet bombers, which I guess I should get on producing. Alright, so I think I had the strategic bombers. I started production for strategic bombers somewhere. Yeah, there they are. And for some reason... What happened here? Hold on. I had a bunch of factories and now they're all gone. Alright, well. Guess I'll just cancel that. And... guess we can cancel some of this stuff. Because I actually want the naval bombers. Wish I would have known about this a while ago. There, you can have that. And... all filled up on the rocket artillery, so I feel like we can reduce that by a factory. Don't know if there's anything else I can really do here. Well, first off, we probably don't need quite that many naval bombers made in the first place. And I'll back off a couple here, and we'll back off one here. That gives me 6 factories I can work with. All right, well, with that in mind, let's build aircraft. And I'm going to build the jet bombers. And... oh, do we have damage factories? Okay, that would explain a lot. We'll just bring that up. And we'll produce that slowly over time. Now, I do have strategic bombers probably pretty close to being ready. As a matter of fact, those guys are ready. And there's another group here. Oh, so my bombers are entirely ready for this. All right. Well, that's good news. So with that in mind, we've got about 1,600 there and about 2,000 there. I'm not sure exactly how to tackle this. I don't think my rockets have yet gotten built. I have all new rockets here, but I don't think they can reach. Yeah, see, they can't reach. But that's the furthest away base. I'm still using old rockets at this base and that base. So, that's unfortunate. I wonder if there's a way to get rid of these things. Huh. Because these are the newest tech, but I almost wonder if this was built... it was built at about the same time that we had the better tech. I kind of wonder about that. Alright, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw these guys into the English Channel. I don't know if they're going to be able to do much damage. But we can at least give them a mission, right? And... strategic bomb? What I'm bombing, I don't know, but... well, you know what? There's no reason to send these guys. So, let's pull back the better rockets. Cancel that. I want to see if I have to deplete the rockets before it will allow me to go forward. Anyway, we'll do that mission. Let's grab the rest here. So, all these fighters, go there. I'm going to have to give them missions, and last time I kind of failed at that, so... alright, so tactical bombers, I'm not going to give you guys missions. Instead, I'm going to throw the close air support in there. And then... all these guys are all going to have a mission. Alright. So that's been taken care of. We need the other fighter group here to be in there. And do I throw the tactical bombers in? Part of me says no. Because I know that if I throw the tactical bombers in, I won't be able to cover them with my fighters. And I'll probably have heavy casualties, and we saw how long that took to rebuild. I want to see how this goes before I make a decision one way or the other. All right, so all fighters need air superiority missions. Close air support needs naval strike and port strike missions. Kind of a bummer that you can't do port strikes with the rockets. I would do that if I could, but they are only capable of doing strategic missions. And then we'll do the same thing with the naval bomber. We have some fighters that need air superiority missions. Go. All right, so that should be everything. I went down the entire list. Let me just make sure that we have everything lit up. Okay, it looks appropriate. All right, well, let's give it a go and see how that works for us. So what I'm going to do is do that mission, and then I'm going to, as I realized, it goes quite slowly while we're calculating things if we're sitting on top of it and calculating things. So I'm going to have this up and ready to go. And I want to see where we're at. So we definitely have superiority. Now, I have no idea if these guys are actually doing anything. And if they're not, this is kind of what I'm worried about from what I'm seeing here. I'm worried that the rockets will not upgrade to the newest tech unless I get rid of them because you have full capacity. Again, I could be reading that incorrectly and not be right in that. But if that is the case, that would be incredibly frustrating because I can't use these rockets. They're just not close enough. And I'm wondering if this rocket base, if it maybe we get the better tech, maybe it would be able to get in there. The one that's down here and the lower part of, is this Belgium or the Netherlands? I don't know. This rocket base is obviously not very close because you can see the range issues well, actually, no. That's probably from this one. But you can see that this base here is much closer. So I'm hoping with the better rocket technology, we'd actually be able to attack Southern England. But so far, I haven't seen any upgrades there. So again, maybe I just have to be patient and wait, but we'll see. All right, so we're going to go somewhere else and just kind of let time tick here. And we're going to come back. All right, we got an ace pilot promoted. And so far, we still have that superiority. We're knocking them out at a pretty decent rate. See, if I keep this screen open, you see how long it takes? How slow that is. But if I close this, you can see how much it speeds up. So I guess I could keep track of it by watching these numbers and just watch it every so often. All right. One thing I want to do is I want to see how many are over England as opposed to how many are here. Now, see, this tempts me. This tempts me greatly to start the strategic bombing. And these are not doing anything, so you know what? We'll just cancel these missions. It tempts me greatly to do my tactical bombers, so we're going to throw those out too. So all of you guys go into Southern England, and we have another group here. So we'll deselect the tactical bombers, or close air support, I guess I should say. And we'll go do that. And another thing I should probably do is create a new fighter wing of the new fighter jets. And we'll grab that, hit OK. And where are you, fighter jet? All right, I would like you to be at 200 minimum, that limit. And we're going to have to wait until they're fully deployed. And then we'll send them into combat as well. All right, well, let's see what the numbers are like. So we've got 382 versus 858. So I would say definitely we're knocking out more planes than they are of us. And the numbers are 2,500 to 1,800. All right. Oh, Southern England, I actually have to give a mission, though. So we're going to do strategic bombing and port strikes. Across the board. And that gives me 1,000. All right, well, I think that's less tactical bombers than I had to throw at England the first time I went with this. But we do have numbers on them. So I'm just going to have to keep an eye on this and see how they go down. All right, how are we doing here? So they've lost 132 fighters to 85. But what I think I've done is I've actually caused them to pull fighters back. But I don't like that. I really don't like the losses we're getting. 85 bombers, even though they're losing more fighters. Yeah, okay, I'm going to cancel these. We're just going to chill. Maybe I've done what I needed to do, is just scare the British and get them to be outnumbered down here for a while, because they did shift 400 fighters. Okay. Now that might change here in a little bit. Okay, well, one thing I can do, though, is definitely throw the jet fighters in there. We're going to have to give them a mission, though, to find them. There we go. Air superiority. All right. Let me go back down into Africa and just see how things have been going without my supervision. All right, so we still haven't managed to take this territory. No surprise there. So when I don't supervise this pretty much constantly, this is pretty much always a failure. I thought I also had movement here, but I could be incorrect. Maybe that was what that was. We'll grab these guys, split them in half, send them over that way. All right, so how is supply doing? Still horrendous. I almost wonder, can I make that better? So let's go to construction here and do infrastructure. And we'll make that high priority. Yeah, see, there is damaged infrastructure. So first, let's make that high priority. Then let's make that high priority. Let's make the damage higher priority than the building. And hopefully that will actually deal with the supply issues we're facing. But for now, that's going to be what we do. All right. Come back up. Take a look at the air combat. So they have lost quite significant numbers. We're still above 2,000. But their numbers don't seem to be changing all that much, even though we've inflicted heavy losses. All right, well, we'll stick with it. And hopefully we can get something happening here. Shouldn't take too long to repair. And hopefully build. All right. So we just lost an ace, unfortunately. All right, so... Oh, there we go. That's what I want to see. And let's take a look at the mess here in a second, the naval mess. But I think I've managed it. I think I've managed to win the fight over the English Channel. Because as you can see, there's not that many fighters over southern England right now. Okay. So the Red Baron died in another world war, was resurrected, and then died again. All right, so their numbers are down. That's for sure. Okay, I think we put pressure on them now. Tactical bombers away. And where's the other group over here? Let's deselect the close air support and bring in more tactical bombers. And let's see how we can affect numbers here. Maybe cause the British to freak out and pull planes away. We just have to wait. Okay, we got an ace pilot. That's always good. So they're definitely putting more numbers in the sky. And we've lost 119 to their 198. We are bombing things. I think this is also data from before, too. Okay. Looks like the numbers are about the same here. All right, well, I'm going to let this go until we dip below 900. As long as we stay above 900, I'll allow the mission to continue, and there we go. All right, so let's cancel this out. But I have caused them to lose more fighters and put pressure on them. And they've taken damage in bombing. Now these just are not getting upgraded. I just don't know how that works, honestly. Okay, so over here, they've actually grown in numbers somehow, but I think we can stick with this mission. That's for sure. Okay, so killing convoys, that's always good. Killing more convoys. Destroyer light cruiser. I guess we can let time tick while we do this. Battleship dead. Cruiser dead. Battle cruiser dead. Bunch of fighter planes from carriers, I'm assuming. Destroyer. A carrier, a cruiser, a heavy cruiser, and some torpedo bombers. A light cruiser. Destroyer. And these yellow ones are usually not much of anything. And another destroyer, actually 2 destroyers. So this is, resulting in heavy damage. All right, let's come back down into South Africa here. And see how pushes have been going. Looks like we managed to take this territory. Okay, strategic bomber finished. I don't know if I'm going to continue, not focus, research, down this path for strategic bombers, just because I could get eventually the jet bombers here. Yeah, I guess we'll continue. All right, well, the air fight took a while to win, but I think we finally won it. Now the question is, can we get supply to be a little bit better than it is? Now the repairs are coming along. Has that helped supply at all? Not really. Okay, we've got another ace pilot. All right, those guys are moving in. It's just going to take them a while, I guess. There we go. Fantastic. I haven't seen movement in this front since forever, so I'm glad to see it. Where's the attack coming from? Oh, okay, so Polish troops are attacking there. Now, there were 62 divisions here at one point that the British had. I don't know where those ended up, but go ahead and continue to push here. This is going to be rough because of the poor supply, but it looks like that managed to work okay. Any ground that we can make, I think, is positive. Alright, well, I figure might as well change the march into here while we're at it. And then we can take these guys and have them go that way when they get there. And I think it's time to reroute my mechanized group here. We're going to strategic so that we get there faster. Redeploy over here. And I am going to try and drive through here and into the capital, if I can. All right. Now that we've got that kind of situated, I'm going to go back up north here. And we got another ace pilot. Fantastic. Let's see how the air fighting is going. All right, well, they've somehow managed to get a bunch of reinforcements. So we've done almost 3,000 casualties to them. Oh, I know how they got the reinforcements. They've taken everything out of southern England. Well, if you're going to do that, my friend, we're going to make you pay for it. So let's grab all of the tactical bombers and put them into action. And they're already set up for their mission, so away we go. And as far as I can tell, oh, they have gotten some fighters up there. We're seeing some losses. I may allow that to go. Continue, because that splits the fighters. I'm happy to see. Might even start sending some fighters into that fight. So, this is what I'm going to do. Jet fighters. Get over here. Okay. And you're perfectly in range. So do that. Alright, I'm happy with that. Okay, so we're seeing some losses with our fighters, but... Alright, well... I think we need to send more fighters into that fight, so... I'm going to take... 2 fighter groups into there. And they're all perfectly in range. Now, their fighters outnumber our fighters, but I think we can remedy that soon enough. Matter of fact, I'm tempted to do that. Here you go. Okay, so far so good. And looks like the mission is sustaining itself nicely. We're starting to do some good strategic bombing over here. Oh yeah. That's much better progress than we've seen in the past. Okay. And my paratroopers, I would like to strategically redeploy. And we need to put them somewhere nearby. And I would like the transport planes, which are probably still in Sicily, to rebase over in this airport here, right? It was that one? Yeah. It should be a short distance to Dover. Now, I don't know where the enemy troop locations are, unfortunately. And I don't see that I've recruited any more paratroopers. They're getting there. Alright, well, I think this is a good point to put a cut in the video. So, we made progress down here in South Africa. Supplies are still bad. I am working on building the infrastructure, which should be done very soon. But I'm very pleased with the progress we've made. The air fight is going our way. Hopefully, I can land some paratroopers in England soon. And if I can capture a port, doesn't matter what port it is, as long as I can capture a port, I can start sending troops in there and that would be very nice. In any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.